What is up, guys? If you guys can really help me out, like, follow, subscribe. It really helps me to get on the algorithm. But hey, just here to drop some knowledge. This is another semen retention video. And on this video, one benefit I think doesn't get talked about enough is your discernment goes through the roof when you're on when you're on semen retention. I think a lot of people talk about the awareness factor to it. Like when you're aware, you kind of see more of the female attraction. You're seeing the angel numbers. You're seeing uh, the lucky things and the blessings come through. But I think a reason I like this benefit so much is because I was the type of person being super authentic and empathetic growing up. I would get screwed over and obliterated by people left and right, left and right. And I used to always tell myself like why is these things happening to me? Why am I attracting all these narcissists and all these bad people? And I just wasn't being able to adapt with the times, you get me? But as soon as like I hopped on semen retention, I saw things as clear as day. And when I first hopped on it, it was kind of like depressing, kind of, what's the word for it? It just made me sad to see how the world really is, you get me? Regardless of semen retention and like all these spiritual things, the world is a really effed up place. And if you're not staying protected out here and you're not like protecting your energy, you can really come out the other side like super depressed. And I was in that state before I hopped on semen retention. Semen retention does grant you more happiness, it grants you more confidence to go do the things that you want to do. But what truly made me start being happy is I was able to start seeing people for who they were. And I stopped allowing myself to be taken advantage of. I stopped allowing people for treating me less than. It allowed me to see that I wasn't the issue. It's the people around you. And I'm not trying to move like this egotistical person that says I'm never in the wrong. I am human. I make mistakes. But there are some like demons out here. There's some bad people. And I was moving with I used to, before retention, I used to move with why am I blanking here? I used to move with the mindset that everyone is a good person. And if that person commits bad, it's okay because I still see the person that like a good person within you. So I was moving with the mindset of like, yeah, like I see good, I can see the good in you. I know you did bad, but I wasn't seeing them for who they actually were. I was seeing them for who I wanted them to be. I was seeing them for a potential version of themselves. But semen retention, it's like God gives you these goggles and you're just able to see that like sometimes you might be able to look at a person, they do bad, and you're like, oh, well, they're trying. I can give that person like some grace. And then it's weird, but some people you could see and be like, yo, this is just who you are. Maybe one day you're going to change, but for the time being, it doesn't look like it's going to be like that. And I need to distance myself. And retention also gives you the strength to be able to walk away from people. I think sometimes too, I probably knew people were bad. They were like, weren't healthy for me. They were super toxic. But I never had the strength to walk away from people. Like, I've always wanted to keep everyone together, like unity over everything. If you're my friend, I will ride it out with you through whatever you do to me. But retention gives you like the strength to be able to say like, you know what, this person is not doing anything to serve my greater good. I have a vision for myself and I want to align with that path as the easiest way I can. Like I know there's going to be obstacles, but I'm not going to willingly let this person remain an obstacle on my path to greatness. And if I ever have to cut someone off, well, it's going to still happen. Like I'm not going to be perfect and meet just perfect people. But when I do get to those moments I have to cut people off, I still feel like a pinch of sadness. Like, man, like I wish that person could have came with me onto my journey. But I'm still able to walk away. And retention will have you probably feeling that a little bit, but you're able to know that it's for your greater good, rationalize it, and just move on. Like since I've been on this journey, like I've seen so many snakes that, and the thing is, it's not like you hop on retention and then these people start becoming like snakes. They were always like that, but retention allows you to finally see it. And that's why I'm saying like it's going to kind of like distress you a little bit. Like this journey does come with a lot of benefits, but it does come with like, man, that's how it is. But it's cool because it's going to be another test when you're new to this journey. Like you start getting the goggles, you start seeing people who they are, then you start cutting those people off. when you start hopping on it, believe your intuition. Your intuition and discernment is on point. That person is not a good person. I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm gonna get super close. That person is not a good person. Cut that person out of your life. And the universe really tests you when you get these goggles, because in order for you to get more blessings in your life, you need to be able to make way for it. So let's say you probably, one second. So let's say you want better friends. Let's say you want more money. Let's say you want a new apartment. You want a new girlfriend. How do you think you'll get some of these things if you're holding on to like the old stuff? You get me? How do you think you will get those new friends, those new opportunities, if you keep staying with the same people that's putting you through the thing over and over and over? So once I started moving with that mindset of like, you really need to go with the flow of life and recognize that with some people, they're only, what's the saying? Some people are only in your life for a season. Some people are only in your life for a lesson. And then there are going to be some people that's going to be there for you for your whole lifetime. And you're going to have to learn how to let go. And semen retention helps you do that. Now I'm able to cut these people off and recognize that, look, this person taught me what I need to know. Now it's time to let them go at this stop and let me go on to new and better things. And I can attest to this. When I started moving with that mindset and I started cutting people off, when the discernment started kicking in, when I thought I was alone, when I thought I was isolated, I had nobody to understand me. When I started cutting off those bad people, new people came in. And let me tell you this, the new people that came in, they respected me. They valued me. They made me, and it's so sad that the standard has to be like, I don't want this person to make me feel like less than or like I don't belong. I had people that's like pulling me up, like telling me like, yo, like I love how you like communicate. I love your energy and all these different things. And if you do that, it's going to feel weird because you've been surrounded by BS your whole life and you start believing the things that you hear about these other people. But when you start actually raising your vibration, you hop on retention and you're able to see and be around actual good people, you're going to start feeling amazing. Your confidence is going to start going up. You're just going to feel like you belong. Your anxiety is going to melt away. And that's why I really enjoy this benefit of semen retention. Because if I didn't have the discernment and the strength, I would still be in crappy situations where I was either getting cheated on, people were stealing money from me, people were just like making me feel like I was a villain. And before semen retention, I was believing those things. And once you start believing those things, you start moving like that. And then bad thing after bad thing happens. Like manifestation is a real thing. If I'm just having negative thoughts about my perception of myself, I'm just manifesting more of those things to come in. Semen retention helps you break out of that bubble that these bad people have put you in. So yeah, that's just like another one of my favorite benefits when it comes to semen retention. Your discernment just comes up into the roof. And I know this is probably a 10-minute video, and I just touched on a little basis of it. This discernment, I can now spot the real friends from the fake friends. But discernment just goes a whole lot more deeper. And the longer you stay on this journey, the more that discernment is going to go through the roof. And you can use that discernment to just better yourself, not just with friendships, but in all aspects of your life. So guys, if you are still hesitant about hopping on a journey, hop on it. Use that discernment to better your life. And yeah, if you guys found any value in this video, like, subscribe, comment. Trying to run this channel up by the end of the year. If you guys want any more semen retention videos, drop those comments below. Peace.